Well, hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Nedwick, and I make healthy lifestyle videos that include new recipes, some fashion content, some beauty content, a look into my life, and I am also documenting my journey on compounded Tirzepatide. So today is Friday, January 31st, and I am bringing you my week 24 results. So let me recap a little bit of what's been happening. So I have found that I am a slow responder, and that could be for any number of reasons. I was pre-diabetic when I started this, and sometimes if you are pre-diabetic or diabetic, the medicine takes a little longer to work. I am also 56 years old and postmenopausal. I am a breast cancer survivor on a drug called tamoxifen. And tamoxifen is an estrogen inhibitor. And I was not in menopause when I started the medication, but it threw me right into menopause. So I believe that that also has something to do with why I am losing so slowly. But, it does add up over time. And this week, we can get to the results, I lost 0.4. So I did have a dinner last night that was out of a box. I made red beans and rice, and I sauteed some turkey kielbasi with some green pepper and onion. And the mix, the red beans and rice mix, was from Aldi. It was delicious. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have it for lunch, but probably high in sodium. But anyway, it's another 0.4 gone, and that brings me down to 163.1. I am 5'3", and I was telling you in my last video or the video before that I started this YouTube channel because I was doing Optavia. That's a diet program that uses prepackaged fuelings, and you make one lean and green meal a day. So I had a lot of initial success before my breast cancer diagnosis with that program. And I have to always say this, average weight loss on the Optavia 5-in-1 plan is 12 pounds in 12 weeks. But when I first started, in about 3 months, I lost 25 pounds. Then I got hit with the breast cancer diagnosis, and the rest is history. I spent the next year or so kind of just going up and down, gaining and losing the same 20 pounds. But what my milestone was that I said in a couple of videos ago is that my lowest weight during that time was 163.1, and that is what I was today. So I didn't beat my milestone, but I'm headed in the right direction. And I started back at Weight Watchers with my friend Gina. We're going to the meetings on Saturday. I'm a lifetime member, and I really like the program. They've changed it up. They've added a lot of different 0-point foods to kind of encourage you to become more protein based, which is what I want to do anyway. The app is really cool. You can copy a recipe online, you can put it in the app and it'll calculate the points. You can take a picture of your food and it will try to figure out what it is and what the points values are. So I'm just getting back into that. I went last week for the first time, and I'm going to go again tomorrow. And when I went last Saturday, they have a different starting weight for Weight Watchers from my highest. And I have actually lost 25 pounds from that highest point. When I weighed in on Saturday, I was 25 pounds down. So that was good. I can kind of feel it in my clothes. This suit that I'm wearing, I got maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I've never worn it. It was a little snug, and it's not a forgiving fabric. There's no stretch to it whatsoever. So I had bought it thinking, of course, like always, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to lose weight. And I never did. And today I decided, what the heck, I'll try it on and see if it fits. And it did. So that was kind of a great non-scale victory. Now, going forward, my plan is, I know I sound like a broken record, but it is getting a little warmer out here. I'm in northeastern Ohio. Now, warm, that's relative, I suppose. It's cold and rainy today, but I have heard that we're supposed to get up to 50 and sunny on Sunday. And I always do better when I can walk outside. So hopefully the weather will break and I can start doing that. And I also am going to start strength training. And I know I've said this over and over again, but I mean it this time. So, but I am going to stop doing these weekly weigh-ins for you guys. Now, I'm going to still be weighing in at Weight Watchers, but it's getting a little frustrating for me. My weight loss is slow. And when I do these, week 23, week 24, and it's 0.4, 0.9, I'm finding myself like dreading it, and it's causing me some stress. So what I have decided to do is monthly updates. I think that makes more sense for somebody like me. And today is January 31st. So I'm going to do my next weigh-in result video at the end of February. So, and then, if I hit any milestones or anything happens, I'll definitely be sure to tell you. But so I'm going to stop doing the weekly results and just do monthly. So I know I just put up a video Friday where you saw that I took name brand Zepbound Wednesday night, and it was my first time using the name brand. I have only been on compound, and so far, here's what I think. The first thing I think is using the pen is so much easier than syringes. And even though it really doesn't hurt, and I do numb my injection site, and if you want to know how to do that, I will link a video. It's my week 11 results in the description box below, and you can click on that, fast forward to the end where I'm doing my product review, and I will tell you how I numb my spot. But anyway, even though I numb the injection area, sticking that needle, that moment before you stick the needle in is just, it's kind of stressful. So the pen, I do like that. Now, as far as how I'm feeling, I did come down with a cold yesterday and I had chills, although a lot of my subscribers have said that Tirzepatide causes you chills. And I have experienced that on compound, but it felt a little different yesterday. Like I felt chills, but I also felt like feverish a little bit and run down. So I am feeling a little better today, although I still have a stuffy nose. But that's what it's like when you're in northeastern Ohio in January. Anyway, back to my what I think about the name brand Zepbound. So as far as suppression goes, I have to say, at least so far, that the compound that I received from Orderly Meds that came from Perfect RX, which uses smart scripts, that suppression was stronger. And it was almost so strong that I was rethinking my decision to go up to 10 milligrams. Because last week, after I took my second shot of compound, I was finding it difficult to eat anything. Now, I will say that on days 6 and 7, I did get my appetite back, and I was able to eat normally. I didn't feel nauseous. There was still some suppression, but I didn't have such a strong food aversion. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few days, and I will definitely let you know. But I do feel some suppression, and it seems to be working. I have 3 other name brand pens they don't expire until like June or July of 2016. So I'm going to hang on to them. I'm not going to use those anymore because they'll last well past a year. And what I was thinking is when Mike and I travel, in May, we're going to go to Pensacola Beach. And then for our honeymoon, I don't think I told you guys, we have our honeymoon planned and we are going to Hawaii. So we're going to go to Oahu. This will be my second time there. I took my grown children and their significant others in September of 2023, and I did put together a little video of that. And I can link that in the description box below as well. But we loved it there, and when we decided to get married, I have a timeshare through Hilton. It's points based. And when Mike and I went to Las Vegas in October, I had to go to a sales meeting and I got sucked into upping my package. So I wanted to be able to use it for our honeymoon. And they have a lot of timeshares in Oahu because they have Hilton Hawaiian Village. And we just loved it. Now, Mike and I actually went to Maui back in 2019. I used to sell jewelry for Touchstone Crystal, and I earned a few incentive trips, and one of them was to Maui. And honestly, we like Oahu better. We found Maui didn't have quite as much going on. So anyway, that is where we're going to go on our honeymoon, and I think that it will be easier to travel with a Zepbound pen. Now, before I go, I've seen on Amazon you can get cold storage containers that you freeze the ice packs and then you can put your pen in there and use it for traveling. So I'll probably buy one of those. But anyway, that's my idea for the pens. I am pretty stocked up. Most of my vials have year-long bud dates. So most of my vials are good through December of 2025. And I will be able to use the other ones before their bud dates. The vials from Orderly Meds were 6-month buds, and I should be able to use those before their bud expires anyways. So that is my plan. Now, when I recorded my last video, I did an unboxing from Orderly Meds where I got one vial of 12.5. It was from Perfect RX, and I speculated that I believed that Orderly was using smart scripts and that Perfect RX just is a fulfillment pharmacy. They just ship it and send it out. And I did confirm that that was correct. This paper that I showed you in the last one that gives you all your helpful tips is from Smart Scripts. So that is where the compound came from. And I'm glad to know that because Orderly was also using a pharmacy called ProRx, and they've run afoul with the FDA for some violations. I think they did an inspection and I think some of the things weren't sterile. I'm not sure exactly, but that was ProRx, and I was happy to learn that my vials came from Smart Scripts. Now, I believe Smart Scripts is a 503B pharmacy, so they should still be able to compound through March if you haven't stocked up. And now, when I initially ordered my 3 10-milligram vials from Orderly for extended bud dates, they charged an extra $50, and the bud dates were supposed to be 6 months. These are the same vials I just got yesterday, and they have 6-month bud dates, and I didn't have to pay extra. So I'm pretty comfortable with that pharmacy, Smart Scripts, and I can attest that at least with my first 2 doses of 10 milligrams, it had really strong suppression. So that is what I will be doing again next Wednesday, and I'll keep you guys posted. So I also told you in my last video that FedEx delivered a wedding dress to the house across the street. and I was kind of keeping an eye out in the last video for my neighbors to get home. I knew it was delivered there because FedEx had taken a picture of the door. And when they sent me the confirmation saying it was delivered, I'm like, okay, not my house. So I was able to figure out based from that picture where it was. And I went over and got it. I have not tried it on yet. It is beautiful. It's strapless, so I'm not sure about that because I don't have the toned arms like I used to have. So we'll see about that. But I am actually going to head upstairs and see if I can try it on. Now, it is a lace-up back, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that by myself. So I may or may not have a picture of that for you, but I'm going to go upstairs and see if I can try it on, and hopefully I can do a little model show for you. All right, let me go do that, and then I'll check back. Well, all right, I have it on. The back is kind of messed up a little bit because I had to try to do it myself. It is a beautiful dress, so I will show you. It would need some taking in because it's a little big in the chest, but here it is. It's basically a princess dress. I don't have my daughter, a bridesmaid, to help me with this, but what do you think? All right, I'm gonna turn around. Like I said, the back is kind of messed up, but it's seemingly like super good quality. This is really thick satin, and you know, if I did choose this dress, it would have to be, you know, taken in so that it wasn't sticking out like wings like this. But I don't know. What do you think? Well, all right. Let me know in the comments below what you think of that dress. Now, I'm a little torn. Now, I didn't have any help getting into it, and I don't know if the video I took was really good enough. It was kind of dark in here, but it's really high quality and really sparkly and pretty. I just don't know if I can pull it off. I might just be a little too old. So I'd love to know what you think, but please be kind. I am going to keep 2 dresses. And so let me leave you with pictures of dress number 1, dress number 2, and dress number 3. And let me know which 2 you think I should keep. All right, guys, if you like this video, please like it below and subscribe to my channel. And tick that notification bell so you are alerted every time I post a new video. And I will leave you with an emoji of the day. Please make it a bride. And last but not least, I have one more non-scale victory. So as you can tell, I'm in a different outfit. I only had court in the morning, so I'm just going to be doing some work in my office, so I wanted to change. And I am in a pair of jeans that I also have never worn. I bought a couple years ago, and they were too tight, and of course I was always trying to lose weight, and so let me show you. They're like Gloria Vanderbilt jeans, but they're a 10. They fit perfectly, and I was in a solid 14 before this. So, you know, I know my progress is slow, but it's still progress. All right, guys, hang in there. I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I will see you next time.